So I've had the PRx Profile Pro squat rack for just over a month, and in this video, I'm gonna give you my thoughts and a full review. Hey, my name is Mike Behrens. I've been an independent professional wrestler for over 20 years, and I've had a home gym for well over 10 years. And today I'm actually at my parents' home gym to take a look at their PRx Profile Pro rack. Gonna give you my thoughts on it. Okay, so the Profile Pro rack is awesome. I was super impressed with it when I first opened it up and first got it installed. I was really blown away by how easily it folded away. And now, having used it a handful of times, I think it's great. It's super solid. My parents love it. I think it's just a fantastic space-saving rack to use. I was a little worried at first about the stability of it because the arms that attach it to the wall, I felt like they might not be as robust as some of the other racks I've seen on the market. But so far, I haven't noticed any issues with using it stability-wise. It's a little bit shaky side to side, but if you put any weight on the rack at all, it's solid as can be. I've had no issues with racking a bar or taking a bar off with it feeling unstable. It's super solid. The uprights are awesome. The holes on the uprights are great because everything's marked, so it makes it super easy to use. It really is a solid rack to have in your home gym. The key selling point is the fact that it folds away, and it's super easy to fold away. It's super easy to fold up, to fold down. It's so easy that my mom can do it. She said it's a little hard to push up, but pulling it down, it's super easy for her. My mom doesn't work out, so that's why it's a little bit harder, and she's 70 years old. My dad loves the rack. He thinks it looks awesome. It's super solid. He's never had a for real squat rack like this, and so to have a for real deal squat rack, it's awesome. He's been able to use it and just loves what kind of opportunities it creates for his home fitness.
All right, so let's go over some of the details of the Profile Pro squat rack. First thing you're going to see, it's $999. Next is there are some financing options that you can take advantage of through PRx. The upright heights, there's an 89-inch upright and a 95-inch upright. Now, for my parents' home gym, we got an 89-inch upright. For me, if I were getting my own home gym, I would want the 95-inch upright because my ceiling height is a little bit higher and I'm a little bit taller. But for my dad, the 89-inch upright works just fine. And the reason I say that is for just when doing pull-ups, the bar is higher up in the air, and at 6'5", it is easier to do pull-ups and not have to hang as low to the ground, and I can take advantage of that extra height. There's a bunch of different upright colors. There's 9 different colors. You can go with the standard PRx orange or black. The black looks super sharp. There's gray, which we did at my parents' home gym. There's white, green, red, blue, light blue, purple, a whole bunch of different options for you to choose from there. And the rest of the product line has the colors to follow suit with that. And so then there's pull-up bars. There's a bunch of different pull-up bar options. There's a straight bar option. There's a kipping bar option. But then there's also the multi-grip option, which is what we went with for my parents' home gym. A few other things you need to know about the PRx Profile Pro squat rack is it is a patented design. So you won't be able to get this kind of design anywhere else. The rest of the fold-away racks are a lot different. The rack folds away pretty effortlessly when it's not in use. It's about 4 inches away from the wall. If you leave the J-hooks on when you fold it away, it does stick out a little bit farther, but if you take the J-hooks off, it's only 4 inches away from the wall. So super space-saving option. Comes with some heavy-duty J-cups. The laser cut numbers I didn't think was going to be as big of a deal, but I do love being able to know exactly where I'm putting the J-hooks when adjusting the height of the rack for me when I'm working out with it. So those laser cut numbers are awesome. Plus they look pretty cool. And then the 9 different colors like we talked about. And then a huge thing for me is everything's made in the USA, shipping out of North Dakota. As far as the actual specifications of the rack, it's 11 gauge 3x3 steel uprights, given those 2 different options, 9 different colors. The total rack width is 53 inches. Outside of the uprights width is 48 inches. The hole size is 5/8 inch hole, so it's compatible with a whole bunch of different other attachments that are on the market, a bunch of third-party attachments, plus PRx has a ton of different attachments. The hole spacing, they have 2 inches and then 1 inch in the bench area. On the side, there's 2-inch hole spacing. It comes with 2 J-cups. The pull-up bars, 42 inches in total length. 1.25 inch bar diameter, tough coat, powder coat. Really easy on the hands, super comfortable when you're doing pull-ups. The equipment for the hardware to install is all set for a wood stud installation, and the capacity is 1,000 pounds. And with the multi-grip bar, the clearance is 29 1/4 from the wall folded down and 11 1/4 from the wall folded up. So if you do go with that bar, it won't be the 4 inches off the wall. The multi-grip bar will be 11 1/4 inches off the wall. And then there's a few different grip options, obviously why it's called a multi-grip bar. For the kipping bar, it does stick off the wall farther than the multi-grip bar, 39 1/2 inches when it's folded down and a 22 1/2 inches when it's folded up. So just be mindful of that when you're looking to purchase what different bar you want to go with, and if you have the clearance at the top. The nice thing is when it's folded away, it will be up much higher and not something that you're going to walk into when you're walking by the wall. A couple final details is the ceiling height is something that you need to keep in mind. So the 89-inch racks are recommended for a 107-inch ceiling height. For our install at my parents' gym, the ceiling height was 103 inches, so we were able to do a modified install. And you see here that ceilings can accommodate down to as little as 94 inches with a modified install. So there's a sheet on the installation that you can work with that. And for the 95-inch racks, they're designed for a 113-inch ceiling, but can go down to as little as a 100-inch ceiling with a modified install. And for the stud spacing, you need to have it 16 or 24 inches on center. So basically you have the 4 foot at the end of each rack so that you can fasten it in. And one thing on the rack that I want to point out is PRx doesn't offer installation services that come to your house and install it, but you can call them and they can walk you through the installation process over the phone.
One thing that I really like about the rack is the pull-up bar attachment, the multi-grip pull-up bar. I think that's awesome because you can work different grips. For my dad, it's huge because he has worked construction for over 40 years and his body's just beat up. So his wrist mobility isn't as good as it could be. So having those different options makes it easier for him to do pull-ups and to do any kind of grip work on that bar. For me, one of the negatives is the height of the rack. It's not a total deal breaker, but because of the ceiling height, we had to go with the shorter rack. And for me, I'm 6'5". It's just a little bit too short, but it works out fine because I just hang from the bar. And so that's not a huge deal, but it is one thing to consider when making a purchase of the Profile Pro rack. The J-hook attachments are great. I also have the spotter arm attachments. Those are super great to have as part of the system, so you can have some safety in your squat rack. My parents are 70 years old, so having the spotter arms was a big deal for me to make sure that they were protected and safe when they're working out here at their house in case something gives out or they can't handle the weight. As far as other attachments go, it has universal compatibility, so any attachments that you're gonna buy, they don't have to be the PRx brand, although PRx does make some pretty awesome attachments, but you can use other attachments that will attach to a standard squat rack. As far as the fold away goes, I'm seriously blown away by how easy it is and how nice it is to fold away. It's super easy to do and it takes no time at all. I mean, 3 seconds you can go from having it stored away on the wall to down and ready to work out. And then when you're done, you can put it away and it's super easy. Highly recommend it if you need the space saving for the squat rack. At my home gym, I have the Rogue fold away rack and I don't even fold it away because it takes so long to fold it away and it's hard to do. You gotta pull this pin, you gotta pull this pin, you gotta pull this pin, and then it folds away. So with the PRx rack, it just, boop, done, super easy. Overall, the PRx Profile Pro rack is a great, solidly built piece of equipment, and it's made in the USA, so that's a big win for me. And it's customizable in different colors. The gray made sense for my parents' house because that's what my dad wanted to do for his aesthetic, but they have some pretty cool colors that you can go with too if you'd like, a whole bunch that you can choose from. Okay, so that's it for the PRx Profile Pro rack 1-month review. Definitely recommend it. Super awesome. I will leave my affiliate link in the description so you can try it yourself. But stay tuned to the channel for more reviews on PRx equipment and more tips on how you can perform better, recover faster, and live healthier. I'll see you in the next video.